Therefore the Lord will give you flesh, and ye shall eat.
Yeah.
Ye shall not eat one day,
Listen, you should not eat one day.
nor 2 days,
Not 2 days.
nor 5 days,
Not even 5 days. Listen.
neither 10 days,
Neither 10 days.
nor 20
Not
days,
even 20 days. Listen.
but even a whole month.
God said a whole month. Listen, you know what? The Lord got a way of giving you just what you want, and it ain't always the best thing for you.
Amen.
Listen,
That's
guess what? I ain't gonna let you eat 1 day or 5 or 10 days or 20. You gonna eat this a whole month. Listen.
Until it come out at your
Come out
nostrils,
your nostrils. I'm gonna make you vomit. I'm gonna make you regurgitate it. Come on.
and it be loathsome unto you.
And they're gonna become repulsive to you. You ever ate something so you done got so full of you that it make you sick looking at it? You say, "Well, I ate so much I'm sick of looking at it." I know I'm gonna make it repulsive to you. Since you don't cry and mumble and grumble about it, I'll let you have it and I'll make you sick with it. Listen.
Because that ye have despised the Lord which is among you.
See, you wouldn't take what the Lord was gonna do. You see better for yourself. You can do this. You can have this. This is what you need. That's what you think. So I'll give you what you think. Listen.
And have wept before him,
Yes.
saying, Why come we forth out of Egypt?
Yeah.
And Moses said,
What?
The people among whom I am are 600,000 footmen.
Listen what it says. It's 600,000 footmen now. Listen.
And thou hast said,
And thou hast said.
I will give them flesh.
Now, Moses sitting around looking. I ain't trying to be funny. But you said 30 days. You do know I got 600,000 footmen. Listen.
And thou hast said,
And thou hast said.
I will give them flesh,
And this is what the Lord told Moses.
that they may eat
Yeah.
a whole month.
A whole month. Come on.
Shall the flocks and the herds be slain?
He said, so we're going to kill everything. In order to get these folk, we're going to slay all the flock, every fowl there going to have to be slain to feed all these greedy folk. Listen.
For them to suffice them?
Yeah, to make them satisfied. Come on.
Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together?
Moses trying to figure out how we're going to, man, we're going to empty the done Red Sea to feed these folk. You say they're going to eat for 30. Moses thinking in his mind, 30. I ain't trying to be funny, but you do know a month consists maybe 28, 30 days, right? And you say they're going to eat for 30 days, 600,000 people. Now, I'm just curious. We're going to have to kill all this flock and some more stuff, or we're going to have to empty the sea. But listen what the Lord told him.
For them to suffice them?
Yes.
And the Lord said unto Moses,
Listen.
Is the Lord's hand waxed short?
Yes. Come on.
Thou shalt see now whether my word shall come to pass unto thee or not. And Moses went out and told the people the words of the Lord.
Pick me up at verse 28. Listen.
And Joshua, the son of Nun, the servant of Moses, one of his young men, answered and said,
Come on.
My Lord Moses, forbid them.
Come on.
And Moses said unto him, Evenest thou for my sake?
He was talking about when the men, they prophesied in the camp there. Jump on down about verse 30.
And Moses gat him into the camp, he and the elders of Israel. And there went forth a wind from the Lord.
Listen here. There went forth a wind from the Lord. Listen what the wind did.
And brought quails from the sea.
And brought quails from the sea.
And let them fall by the camp.
And let it fall by the camp. Listen.
As it were a day's journey on this side.
Do y'all know what a day's journey is? 20 miles. He let it fall now with a wind. A day's journey on this side. Let's see was he finished.
And as it were a day's journey on the other side.
They had another 20 miles of quail on the other side. Listen.
Round about the camp.
Round about the camp.
And as it were 2 cubits high upon the face of the earth.
A cubit is believed to be from here to here, depending on the arm length. So you're talking about 2 of these high. 20 miles. One way, 20 miles another way. 2 of these high. Look how long it took them to get it. 600-some thousand footmen. Listen.
And the people stood up.
And the people stood up.
All that day.
All that day.
And all that night.
And all that night.
And all the next day.
And all the next day.
And they gathered the quails.
And they gathered the quails.
He that gathered least gathered 10 homers. And they spread them.
The less they got was 10 homers. Listen.
And they spread them all abroad for themselves round about the camp. And while the flesh was yet between their teeth.
Listen what happened.
Ere it was chewed.
It was error with God. See, God will give you exactly what you asked for. As soon as you get it, he get hot with you. Listen.
The wrath of the Lord was kindled against the people.
And the wrath of the Lord was kindled against the people. While they were sitting there eating, he was hot. Now I gave you what I told you I was going to give you. And I'm just as hot as I can be with you when you eat it. A lot of you been worried about keeping a whole lot of things. The Lord will give it to you. But just know he'll be hot with you when you get it. Yes. Listen.
And the Lord smote the people.
And the Lord blessed the people.
And the Lord smote the people.
And the Lord preserved the people.
Smote the people.
And did what?
With a very great plague.
So what happened?
And he called the name of that place Keraba Hatava.
Yeah, that place. Why?
Because there they buried the people that lusted.
You know what he did? The people that sat around and lusted, desired it so bad, he gave it to them so that way he could kill them. A lot of stuff people desire and want, the Lord will give it to you just so he can kill you. Come on, finish me up at Ecclesiastes 61 so I can get them out of here. I appreciate y'all tonight.
Yes, sir. Amen.
Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 1. Listen to the book.
There is an evil.
This is what Solomon told you. Solomon said it's an evil.
Which I have seen under the sun.
He's seen an evil under the sun.
And it's common among men.
And he says common among men. Come on.
A man to whom God had given riches.
A man to whom God had given riches.
Wealth.
And
honor. So that he wanted nothing for his soul.
That he wanted nothing for his soul. Satisfied. Like the people that will suffice. Listen.
Of all that he desired.
Of all he desired.
Yet God giveth him not power to eat thereof.
And God giveth him not power to eat thereof. Come on.
But a stranger eateth it.
But a stranger eateth it.
This is vanity.
This is vanity. And
it is an evil disease.
Ain't that futile? To sit around and say the Lord let you get all this stuff and yet you don't enjoy it. He let somebody else get it. He said this is vanity.
Yes.
Vanity can be exalted pride, but here it's futile. What's the purpose of getting it? You can't enjoy it. Listen to the book.
If a man beget 100 children.
Now you know you got to be some kind of stud muffin. You got 100 children. Listen.
And live many years.
And you live many years.
So that the days of his years be many.
So that the days of his years be many.
And his soul be not filled with good.
And his soul be not filled with good.
And also that he have no burial.
And also that he have no burial.
I say.
Listen what Solomon said.
That an untimely birth.
Is what?
Is better than he.
It was better he was stillborn. 100 kids, many years, and he don't have no burial. His soul be not filled with good. He have no Holy Ghost. What will a man give him to change for his life? Solomon said, I say that an untimely birth, a stillborn baby is better than he. Listen why.
For he cometh in with vanity.
Listen, he coming in with vanity.
And departed in darkness.
And he departed in darkness.
And his name shall be covered with darkness.
And his name shall be covered with darkness.
Moreover, he had not seen the sun.
He had not seen the sun.
Nor known anything.
And nor known anything.
This hath more rest than the other.
He said that stillborn baby got more rest than him. That man who lived all that time and received no spirit. You got restitution you got to pay for. That stillborn baby came in, knew nothing, did nothing wrong. He got more rest than you going to get. A lot of times people thanking God for all these years. It can be a curse to you too.
That's right.
For those of you that's been wrestling and want to know what we're going to do, you can keep your polyester, rayon, acrylic, and the rest of it. Wool and linen, we will not mix. That you will get out. Wool and linen should not be mixed together. If you have something wool and linen, you need to get rid of it. Your suit jackets, brethren, wool suits, when you lift the collar, there's a material under it. You need to find out if that's linen. Some wool stuff that's sewn, we are finding out have been sewn with linen thread. They have a place, we'll be putting it down, but if you want to spend the money and go get it and get it tested and get it checked, wool and linen is not to be mixed together. And you go ahead and you do it, you're just hard-headed and you do what you want to do. The rest of the stuff, you go ahead and you keep it. But if I was you, I'll make sure what I got. And I'll tell you something else I'd do for a lot of you. Start sitting back and examining yourself and look at what were you going through, what was wrestling through your mind, what were you willing to do and give up. And if you had some problem with this, you need to check where you at with everything else. Because I assure you, that clothing wasn't your problem.
That's right.
I assure you, you got some other problem. You might say you don't now, but the Lord lets you know When it's something that small, like Abraham was going to offer up his only son, and you were willing to kick up, fuss, cry, and quit, and everything else over some polyester and rayon, you better know you in trouble.
Yes, sir.
This man done took his only son and tied him up and got ready to kill him. And he was ready to act the fool by some material. Where the spandex can be here now, whether it could be this or whether it could be that. What kind of material my bra can be, what else, instead of looking at, God gonna provide.